Snap, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is that time once again to dive back into the world of One Piece. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Hope everybody's getting ready for an awesome weekend. I'm here. I'm feeling just like a touch under the weather. Not like full-blown sick, but like not 100%, you know? Results to be determined, but, you know, I'm not going to let a little thing like that stop me from going live back into a new chapter of One Piece, of course. Yeah, chapter 1125 dropped yesterday. So I'm a little late to the party, but I'm here. I'm ready to see what's up. I was hoping that we'd make it to Elbaf. That's apparently not going to be the case today. But we'll see if we can get a little closer. Without further ado, though, let's jump into it. We got 1125. What constitutes death? Well, sounds like we'll probably be wrapping up some Vegapunk loose ends today. What's up, Chin? Hope you're having a good one so far. Alright. Let's see. Onichao Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 13. Odin Castle is to be rebuilt, but Minatomo, the carpenter, is missing. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if we're building to something in this cover story, or if it's just going to be a bunch of random tangents. Like, in the last one, we had that mysterious figure, like, try to kidnap a woman. Which is like, I don't know, is that just a random occurrence? Or is that going to be, you know, like, is the identity of that person going to be important? And now this, it's like, oh, the carpenter is missing. It's like, well, is the fact he's missing going to be important? Like, did he get kidnapped? Or is it just a coincidence, you know? A missing carpenter, eh? Hey, that's no good. Ain't no good. But don't worry, Yamato is on the job. They will figure out where the carpenter has gone. Alright. Getting into the chapter properly. What's next for the Marines still left standing? Load the Seraphim as soon as they're charged. Now, I didn't think about do the Seraphim run off of batteries? I guess if they're like in a super advanced version of the pacifistas, they would be battery powered. I just never thought of it like that. As soon as they're charged. As for the weaponized sea beast and Mark III pacifista, oh, Rob Lucci-san, Kaku-san, the EV Seraphims. Like, do they got solar panels? Like, where's Stussy? Killed in action. Nani? What? Okay. Oh, they're just gonna pass over that? Okay. I mean, I obviously don't think Stussy is dead. I'm gonna assume based off of Kaku's look. Lucci lied in action, right? I assume they let her go, and they're just like, yeah, no. A lot of shit happened to Egghead. She died. We're dealing with it. I'm a little sad Kaku is not going with her, but you know, he's loyal to his boy Lucci. Gotta stand by his side. All right, moving on. We obtained everything we set out for. Oh, we obtained everything we set out for. Did you guys though? I don't know. It feels like the world government took a big L. With York, Punk Records, and the power station in hand, we had secured access to the Eternal Mother Flame. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess if you put it that way, it's kind of good for them. The results could have been more adequate, but we had one critical hiccup. They had one critical hiccup. Giraffes don't travel well. Look at Madagascar movie. Yeah, that's a good point. Need a big old long crate to get them out of there. Yeah, they had one critical hiccup according to Saturn. Yeah, sure. Co-Potter, old man. We're terribly sorry, sir. It is a disgrace that we failed to capture Julie Bonney and the Straw Hat crew. Even with our grand Buster Call fleet, 9 of us Vice Admirals couldn't get the job done. Yeah, because y'all suck. I guess Doll's okay. Doll doesn't deserve that slander or bluegrass. Please give us the leave to pursue them to Elbaf. Would they actually go? No. Forget Elbaf. Okay. The failure to which I refer is far more dire. Allowing Vegapunk's message to play was an unexpected disaster. Not to mention that Iron Giant servicing to aid in the pirates' escape is ironic, really. Roughly 200 years ago. Oh, we're getting a little flashback to 200 years ago. We got Saturn. Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess these guys really are like immortal. Give the Vice Admiral fodders a break. No, it can stay at Ojo Boy Hockey. Yeah, you can't just lower the bar like that, man. Just because it's Joy Boys hockey doesn't mean they can't take it. It's like going to a soldier and being like, come on, man, it's just a nuke. Of course they couldn't take it. Nah, if you try hard enough, you can survive a nuclear explosion. And don't fact check that. Just trust me, bro. Trust me. I'm an expert in nuclear explosions. The Next Generation sucks. Oh. But wait, Saint Saturn, we already received orders to scrap it. I will take responsibility should this be uncovered. Now do as I bid and study it thoroughly. Really? This is the future. I am certain it will ultimately prove to be a great asset for our military might. Thank you for the opportunity. It would have been a shame to junk such an exciting specimen. Wait, so they were going to... So after it attacked Mary Jo, they were going to scrap it and... Saturn intervened. He's the one that told them to study it, not scrap it. Interesting. It remained dormant for 200 years. Yet it clearly moved to protect Straw Hat Luffy. Yeah, he's probably regretting that now. God damn it. The robot I saved 200 years ago came to bite me back in the ass. 80-year-old Indiana Jones could survive a nuclear blast in a 60s to 70s fridge. Yeah, exactly. If you just try a little harder, guys, you too can survive explosions. Especially if 80 years old Indiana Jones could do it in a retro fridge. Saint Saturn, as a humble and loyal soldier of the government... I threw up in my mouth a little bit reading that. As a humble and loyal soldier of the government, I have one question weighing on my mind. You said allowing Vegapunk's message to get out was a failure. Does that imply there was some truth behind his remarks? Oh, this dude. Oh, dude. Humble my ass, right? He's like, as a proud member of the military, I'd like to lick the bottom of your boot a little bit, if you don't mind. This... Sir, does that imply that there is some truth to those remarks? Oh, this guy is so dumb. Oh, is he about to get hockey crushed? Oh, shit, yeah. Saturn unleashed his rage hockey. Oh, yeah, this dude kind of deserved it. Vice Admiral Doberman. That was Doberman? Damn. He was one of the good ones, too. Trump Saturn, right? You ask him a question and he just goes on random tangents. We need a medic. Slap one of them awake. I don't know if a medic's gonna be able to do anything to that. The dude's brain probably got turned to mush. But, you know, they could try. They could try. Puff. Inside of the lab. What's happening? Guy clouds? Not good. I'm honestly kind of surprised York is still alive at this point. Saturn made it sound like he intends to keep York alive. Weird. Huh? They aren't stopping. Why is the Cloud Factory going haywire? I mean, Vegapunk did say something about how the Cloud Machine thing was like one of his greatest inventions. Created a new land for people. It must be Edison, that damn fool. He couldn't just roll over and die in the Fabersham, could he? We can do pull out a gun and shoot it? Heh. Bingo. This implying Edison is still alive? Wait, what? Ha. Bingo. York shoots a gun. Looks like there's an explosion. Why is York in danger? They only need Vegapunk that listens to him alive? I just assumed that they would want to nip any potential future leaks in the bum. And if you have a Vegapunk alive, that is a loose end. Where if York were ever to be offered something that their greed may or may not want, they could potentially leak info against the world government. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. No one could operate the Mother Flame except for the punks. I thought they just needed Vegapunk to like create the Mother Flame. I don't think there's anything saying that only a Vegapunk can operate it. Like, it seems like Emu is perfectly capable of utilizing it, but again, maybe I'm misunderstanding. And now they have like the main Mother Flame, they probably don't need to worry about having new ones made. Damn it, I've been played. He's taken Punk Records. Huh? Okay. Alright, so it's making clouds. Clouds are surrounding Punk Records. Okay. Bingo. York shoots a gun. There's an explosion. Oh, I see. It's taken the top portion of it away. Which is where Vegapunk's brain's at? So, Vegapunk's brain's just floating up into the sky? Okay. Alright. Yeah. It's up. Oh, gosh. Only land to marry Joa. Oh, we about to get some emu reactions. What do you mean that dimwit Vegapunk can't be telling the truth? What is Akainu doing? He still hasn't done anything about Kuma's escape. Besides, the world sinking doesn't affect us. Typical celestial dragon bullshit. What is with these scraps? You buffoon of a chef, I ordered beef. Why did you serve me fish? I'm so terribly sorry, your worship. Our stocks have dwindled. This is unheard of. Oh, God. Yep, classic Celestial Dragons. They're like, oh, no. We're out of food. We better kill the chefs that are trying to keep us alive. This food issue has gone too far. I not only missed a meal yesterday, I wasn't allowed any snacks. Unacceptable. Treated like a common street rat. Is there a famine? Will we starve? I mean, yeah, there kind of is a famine. Kind of, yeah. We must sentence whoever's responsible to death. So the revolutionaries? Alright, good luck with that. No, that's not enough. The negligent scum responsible should be tortured for their mismanagement. Are they about to, like, turn on Akainu? Like, They're gonna like turn on Ike Inu and all the people that were supposed to be protecting them. That might be interesting if that happens. Ooh, okay, all right. We got Garland walking into the room of authority. All right, this could be something. Garland, what do you think you're doing here? New orders have been bestowed upon me. Dude's looking pretty fly in the suit, not gonna lie. New orders? From whom? Oh, snap. What are you saying, Garland? Tread lightly, you forget yourself. Huh? The Vegapunk known as York shall henceforth be under my purview, as I was just named the new Defense Science Warrior God? Okay, so Emu is having Saturn's job taken over by Garland. What does that mean for Saturn? He's oh no. Okay, and York has his personal purview. Okay, don't tell me. The world is heading for turmoil. An unexpected level of rebellion is imminent. Let us work together to better the world, my fellow elders. Oh shit. Okay. 5 elder planets: Saint, Figurland, Garland, Defense Science Warrior God. Okay, yo. I'm gonna make it. Okay, so this has some pretty wild implications. When we were first introduced to Garland, we're like, oh, he's gonna be a sweet badass swordsman guy, probably for like Zoro to fight. But if he's actually one of the elders now, that means he's probably gonna get access to a like demonic transformation, whatever that is. I want to hear the speculation from people, like what monster he turns into, because that's wild. I never thought I'd see a new elder established in the story. Okay. No Trump. Emu's Trump, you're fired. Yeah. Because I came to deliver the firing myself. Alright, so what's going to happen to Saturn, though? Egghead, the island of the future. St. Saturn, sir? What's happening to him? Caca? Dude's getting, like, remote force choked. What the frick? Where are those medics? Hurry, we need them. St. Saturn, what's going on? Oh, and there's, like, smoke billowing all around him. Damn. Yeah, when Emu does this, like, his force choke, he ain't messing around. Yeah, oh, Saturn's, like, burning up. Like, black smoke around him. He's one of the world's overseers. We can't let anything happen to him. Like how Saturn's just like, It's like, Saturn, do you need some water? He's being sucked out. Oh no! I did not need that mental imagery. Is it some sort of disease? Dude is bursting in the flames, and you're like, is this a disease? St. Saturn, tell us what we should do. I don't know how to do that, sir. Oh my god, he is being engulfed in the fire. Okay. No, it can't be. All the shocked reactions. What the? Saturn, Joy Boy was behind that escape, and you allowed it to happen. Imu-sama. Emu, have mercy. How could I anticipate that power foiling us? Oh god, there's like a big hockey explosion or something. Imu-sama. Everybody's being forced back, okay. Oh, oh jeez, okay. Oh my goodness.
Holy, look at all this damage.
Saturn's the only thing left of Saturn is a skeleton. Okay, that's wild. A skeleton. I love the implication of this, because now it's like the vice admirals are gonna return back to Mary Joa, and they're gonna be like, so we brought Saturn home. Kind of. You're never gonna believe this. He kind of burst into flames and died in a matter of seconds. You know, that was messed up. Got this just Johnny Storm treatment. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he kind of did though. Yeah, looks like we weren't able to move the Labostram too. That Trader York got in the way. The signal reaches across the globe, though she'll still be able to connect. But that's better than handing her the whole thing on a silver platter, ain't it? Till the day all of humanity can access our brain, we have to keep it safe. It'll probably be at least 500 years. I assume you used a roaming cloud? You got it, but the whole world will reckon us Vegapunks are 6 feet under. So it ain't like we can leisurely tour the world right now. True, and with no funds or resources, we can't keep inventing either. We'll just have to leave that to our partners. Okay, so it looks like Edison's physical body is still around. And he's got parts of the other Vegapunks? Wait. So he's got like, it's like Edison's head, like Pythagoras and Atlas's arm, Shaka's body. Okay. 4 in 1, yeah. I thought it was gonna be like a weird like AI thing where like AI versions of themselves were transmitted to the Labostratum. But I guess they're, you know, parts of their physical bodies can still exist. Sure. I don't see why not, I guess. Although it's a little disappointing because it's kind of like Oda's like, no, we can't kill them. Can't kill the Vegapunks. Their physical bodies must still be around. They still gotta exist. Okay, I guess Oda. Yeah, if Frankie saw this, he'd be having a super time. That's for sure. All right, how do we look? Absolutely bonkers. I see you always admire my lovely proportions, huh? Shut up, you knucklehead. Let's toss York's spare parts out. Oh, they got a whole production line of Vegapunk body parts here. Okay, it's. I think that was established earlier? Maybe? Ah, good thinking. They're creepy. They're like, yeah, we don't need this shit. Weatherina, come in. Anyone there? This is Vegapunk. Vegapunk? But I thought you were dead. I guess it makes sense that they have access to the weather wizards. Okay, back to the revolutionaries. Are they gonna do something? They've been doing a whole lot of nothing lately. How Oda drew York or little spare parts in his panel is yeah. He knew what he was doing. Oda always knows what he's doing. Oh my, how grisly. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna die? I don't want to die. No water's gonna kill me. I can swim. To put it bluntly, none of us knew these details. The Void Century covered up a massive war that culminated in ancient weapons tech plunging the world 200 meters deep into the ocean. Yeah, that about sums it up. Not only that, but the ones who claim the One Piece will not only be crowned Pirate King, but will likely get to wield that devastating power for themselves. Is that implied that you have to be the Pirate King to use the weapons? I don't think that's necessarily the truth. But sure, they can think that. If it motivates them to go do something. We can't let that happen. The world will sink. This explains why the first celestial dragons chose to live on the Red Line. It's the highest point on the planet. There's also Tequila Wolf, Vodka Wolf, Rum Wolf, and Bourbon Wolf. This is why they spent the last 700 years forcing I can't do Ivankov's accent. Forcing slaves to build all those gigantic structures. Wait, so there's 4 giant bridges? I thought there was just the one. I guess there's 4? All the pieces are falling into place. You took the words right out of my mouth. Mine too. Vegapunk, among those who heed your warning, many will act out of self-interest, not peace. Better 4th generation of wolves, pretty much. We must hurry and achieve victory for our cause, before the people of the world kill each other to secure habitable land. Oh, we got Dragon facing west. I guess we can consider that something. More than nothing. Yeah, so Dragon's afraid that people are going to start a war for land, which is reasonable. Reasonable to think that. Man, if only Dragon had the capabilities to do something about that. If only. Alright, but he's too busy looking west. At least he's not doing the ... We come a long way. We've come a long way, Dragon. Alright, so chapter recap. My apologies. Chapter recap. Imu couldn't save Doberman in time. R.I.P. Doberman. Although, if the Vegapunks can live, Doberman's gonna be fine. You know, he might have gotten hockey bombed in his head. It's fine. He'll be all right. I do find the Saturn and Emu stuff very interesting. Like, we do get confirmation that, yeah, the Elders kind of just live for a really, really long time. We have Saturn here 200 years ago looking exactly the same as he does now. Got Garling being established as the new warrior god of science, which is funny because out of all of the positions, that doesn't seem like the one that fits Garling, but you know, we'll give him a chance. Now that he's been elevated to the status of an elder, I'm very interested to see more of him. I was already super interested in seeing Garling, him being the head of the God Knights or the Holy Knights or whatever. But now that spot's open. We're gonna get a new head God Knight. Shank's evil twin brother theory confirmed. Called it a long time ago. Saturn will die when Egghead ends. But I expected it was Emu who killed him. And that reminds me. Okay, so the Blackbeard Pirates, right? It looked like there was a big deal being made out of the fact that they went and touched Saturn and got Saturn's likeness for Katarina. I think a lot of us were speculating that, oh, now they can go to Mary Joa and go undercover and do all sorts of sneaky stuff. But I mean, if Emu had Saturn executed, essentially, they're not going to be able to go to Mary Joa disguised as Saturn. So now I'm wondering where that plot line's going. I don't know if it's going to be announced to the world that there is a new Elder or not. If that does not get announced, then maybe they can still go around and do some stuff, but not in Mary Joa. Right, like that door's closed. There ain't no way to get up onto the red line disguised as Saturn. That's not going to happen. I'm like, could they like sneak into New Marineford as Saturn? Is that a possibility? I don't know. Yeah, Garland. Garling is not a Biden. Garling is a Tim Walz. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see more from Garling though. He already went from being like one of my most interested and hyped characters. Like he just went up another peg. I'm like, all right, I need to see more Garling. He's been hyped up for quite a while. He was already hyped up as the executioner of the Celestial Dragons, the head of the God Knights. We saw that flashback where he was like the most badass person on God Valley. And now this happens, and you're like, okay, this dude. Stocks just rising. People debating which yokai is for Garling. I say he doesn't need one to be strong. Right, in fact, so. I think it'd be super awesome if he had a yokai form. But even if he doesn't, and he just rocks, he just rolls around as himself, he's already going to be like one of the strongest characters in the entire series. I don't know if anyone can refute that. This dude's got to be like top 5 in terms of strength, as he is now. It's wild. It's wild. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited to see more of Garling. I do like how gruesome Saturn's death was. Very fitting for a piece of garbage like he was. Your spare parts dropping from the sky. And there's gonna be some guy in a random island somewhere that like has the York torso drop in front of him, and they're just like, thank the heavens. Rip Spider-Man. Screw Spider-Man. Don't need no photos of him. Yeah, I'll be honest though, like other than the Garling stuff and the Saturn death, I'm kind of just whatever on this chapter. Like yeah, implication that Stussy is still alive and escaped. Sure, we could have figured that out. Confirmation that Vegapunk's records got away is kind of interesting, but I don't know if that's really going to lead to anything right away. I'm honestly not a fan of the fact that most of the Vegapunks are still alive in a physical body. To me, it cheapens a lot of their sacrifices. That's not crazy on that. And the revolutionaries are still just sitting around, not really doing anything. I know I made a joke that, oh, Dragon's looking west and saying stuff. But I'm past the point where that actually interests me. I'm like, we need Dragon to actually do something. This bum. This freaking bum is doing so much of nothing. Wasted all these panels. Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, there is no Stella. I'll give him that. And they actually did get rid of Stella. That is progress, I guess. I had to laugh though, because I think at some point somebody pointed out that in one of the chapters, Dragon does the ... but it's in a thought bubble, not a speech bubble, which means Dragon is thinking about not saying anything instead of actually just not saying anything, which is so funny. Like, this man stands around like thinking about how cool he looks, not saying anything. It's like, come on, Oda. Morse code Dragon style. Yeah, imagine that. The whole time he's been doing the 3 dots, it's actually been Morse code. What would 3 dots Morse code be? I actually don't know Morse code well enough to know what just 3 dots is. S. 3 dots is S. Boop, boop, boop. That, or he's doing like 1 dot and then 2 dots. But 1 dot and 2 dot. EI or IE. He's like imagining going I in Morse code. I. Yeah, we see. I want to see Akainu's reaction to Garland's promotion. There's definitely some interesting stuff happening with Akainu. We got the kind of got him being called up by Kizaru in the last chapter, and now we got the Celestial Dragons potentially turning against him. We got Garland being promoted. He's probably not gonna like that. I actually think there's a legitimate chance we get a plot thread where Akainu, like, I don't know if it's gonna be just him leaving the Marines, or if he somehow splits off a faction of the Marines. But like, I do think that he is gonna like leave the Marines in some capacity, which is wild to think. I would not have said that about Akainu back at like Marineford, you know. We've come a long way since then, you know. Character development for Akainu. Wants to humble him for sure, for sure. Yeah, so I'm interested to see where that goes. I'm here for the Akainu redemption arc, even though I think some Ace stands would puke at that idea. Yeah. Overall, I'd say it's kind of a chapter with a couple of really good moments. I don't know if they like make the chapter for me, but I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. It's cool. He was a magma bastard back then, for sure. Understandably so. Yeah. I was probably thinking the same thing when I was going through it for the first time. Saturn's Death is an chapter. Well, I mean, yeah. Think of it like a sandwich. You got kind of some meh. Yeah, it's like really like crusty, moldy bread. Then you got some like really delicious filling in the sandwich. Something like really succulent meat, some nice cheese, and then you have another slice of like crusty, moldy bread. And it's like, yeah, if you just eat the sandwich like that, it's not great. But if you like opened it up and picked it apart, then yeah, you got some good stuff in there. As a whole, it's still kind of eh. But don't get me wrong, I'm happy that Saturn's dead. He is a son of a bitch. I was hoping that Bonnie herself would be the one, or Bonnie or Kuma would be the ones that deliver the finishing blow on him. But you know, Emu burning him alive is also pretty good. So you know, it's deserved. I think he got his just desserts in the end. Yeah, the purple wedding and got. Good times, good times. I do remember celebrating when I watched that for the first time. I'm like, yeah, this is peak television right here, folks. Yeah, a lot of interesting implications for the future. But you know, I gotta get on my agenda. When are we gonna make landfall at Elbaf? That's what I'm waiting for. I expected we were gonna get like 1 or 2 intermission chapters, catch up on the world. This is what we got. We might get another one like this. We might even get a little tease of Elbaf at the end of the next chapter. I'm hoping so. Ironic how Saturn spared Emif just to get him killed 200 years later. Yeah. Although, The whole sparing Ema thing, you could argue it was a selfish thing. He obviously didn't do it because he was like, oh, I feel bad for the robot. No, he was like, oh, what if we harvested the robot and used it as a schematic to make our future war machines or some shit? Yeah, and there's no break. So we'll probably get another chapter followed by a break. And that's when I expect we'll actually get into Elbaf proper. I'm waiting for it. I'm ready. 100% dumb scientist. 1000%. See, is there anything else in here needs mentioning? This is such a badass panel, though. I want to see like a colored version of this. I guess we got the Celestial Dragons continuing to starve, turn against people, but yeah, I kind of already mentioned how I think that's gonna lead to Akainu's turn. And I can't believe York is still alive. If there's anybody that deserves to be killed, it is York. Now that Saturn's gone. It's Saturn and then York. Let's make it happen, Oda. Alright. Cool. Alright. Well. My voice is starting to feel a little scratchy. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Head on out here. As far as what I got coming up, I am very close to finishing my Naruto video. I have been procrastinating on that very badly, so I apologize. I am postponing any additional streams minus the One Piece chapters until I get that done. Putting all my spare time into working on that. Then we will resume the Hangout streams after I get that posted. Because that's my plan. I'm starting to suspect Oda visited kindergarten to steal their drawings for the Celestial Dragons. Yeah, it's like he asked a bunch of kids, draw the ugliest looking spaceman you can imagine. And he's like, there, perfect. Putting that in my manga. Because they are some ugly mother effers. Alright, so yeah, this dude, that hair, that mustache, ain't good, ain't rocking. This dude looks like he's melting with a 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah, these dudes, like the hair. That ain't it, bro. That ain't it. Alright. We'll have this be our our image for now. Live action appearances? Yo. If we ever got to Sabaody and had the live action Celestial Dragons, that would be wild. We'll see though. We'll see. We gotta get through, and we gotta get through Baroque Works. We gotta get through Skypiea. We gotta get through Water 7. Like we got like 6 seasons worth of content to get through first. Oh, we gotta get through Thriller Bark. Like 7 seasons worth of stuff. Might be a while. Alright. No more procrastinating though. I'm heading out. Thank you for hanging out, Chin. Anybody else that was lurking, I appreciate you. Did I hear season 1 of OPLA was compromised at Ireland Park due to the strike? I heard a little bit about that. I'm not too surprised. I heard it definitely affected some of the editing. I heard that Usopp potentially lost some of his moments due to that. Unfortunate. But when it comes to Netflix productions, it somehow doesn't surprise me. They just kind of... Netflix just does what it wants. Supposed to be 10 episodes. I'm kind of surprised season 2 didn't get 10 episodes. Considering season 1 was like one of the biggest successes Netflix has ever had. I think they would have been smart to greenlight 10 or 12 episode seasons, but you know, it's what it is. If there's one thing for certain, it's that Netflix is not great at managing the series that they have. There's a lot of evidence that supports that. I hope One Piece can break the curse, but time will tell. Time will tell. We're not off to the best starts. Yeah, the fact that Arlong Park, of all arcs, was only 1.5 episodes is wild. I think Syrup Village got like a full 2 episodes. Wait, it feels downright disrespectful when you put it that way. More screen time for Syrup Village than Arlong Park. Yeah, it should have been 3 episodes, I agree. Alright. I feel Stuffy Nose coming back, so I'm actually gonna wrap it up this time. Thanks Shin for hanging out. Thanks for anybody else that was hanging out. I will catch you guys next week for the next chapter, 1126. And like I said, I'm almost done with my Naruto video, so hopefully that's actually up in the very near future. I'm gonna try to get it out over the weekend, but we'll see. I know I'm really bad when it comes to timely workflow, but I'll do what I can. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.